for you. Enjoying this beautiful Saturday afternoon with my, hold on. My CAO Brasilia cigar. Hold on. CAO Brasilia cigar. Look how it burns. It's a beautiful burn. That's how you know this is a top quality cigar. And my Blackberry Crown Royal with lemonade. So how's everybody doing on this beautiful Saturday afternoon? Hope everybody's doing very well. I'm not going to keep you too long because I know you got better things to do with your time and your life rather than hearing an old man ramble. I wanted to talk to you guys. I don't know what I was going to talk to you guys about today. Usually my lives are usually a bit random. Sometimes I talk, sometimes I think of things off the cuff. Sometimes I forget I'm an old man. I got shit to do. As I'm taking a puff of this CAO. But it came to my mind earlier this week. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting old. Maybe, again, it's going to be regarding old bitches and young bitches. You know. About the thing about old bitches, man, I tell you. My age, you know, and this is what I was talking. This is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. All right. When you're young like myself, all right. When you was young, not like myself, but when I was 20, maybe even 30 years ago, when I got out of high school, and I was chasing around a few other girls in high school, not thinking, hey, what's going to happen in the future? If this bitch rejects me, and which a lot of bitches did, and they turned out looking like all busted at the reunion, or 50 years or 30 years later, on when you get on Facebook and you find the bitch on Facebook, they look all toe up from the floor up, while you're in the gym 6 days a week, eating right, cholesterol down, never been married, no kid, no children, no running. Probably chasing after you saying, Daddy, Daddy, help. And I'm specifically talking to the young men right now. See, you're young, dumb, and full of cum right now. You're in your 20s. You're not even thinking about 10 years from now. You're not thinking about 20 years from now, or 30 years from now, or even 40 years from now. When you turn 60. But I guarantee it's going to come. It's coming quick. See, I didn't realize how quick it was going to come until I started watching my mother getting older. My mother's in her 70s now. All right. She still busts my balls every now and then when I see her, and I love her for it. I love it when she busts my balls. I didn't like it so much when I was younger, but now I can tolerate it because I understand where she is, who she is as a person. All right? And she knows that sometimes I'm a fuck up, and sometimes I do, and sometimes I'm there for her. But we all gonna fuck up no matter what age. No matter what age you are, you're gonna fuck up. what I want to tell black men out there, you're either going to be a fuck up or you want to fuck shit up. That's in your life, your career, your family. You want to be the leader, because one thing I've learned about leadership is coordinating. It has nothing to do with telling a bitch what to do. It's just making sure that bitch is on your same page as you are. And that she does what the fuck she's supposed to do, and you're supposed to do what you're supposed to do, and neither one of y'all deviate, and neither one of y'all deviate from the plan. That's what it's all about when you get together with a bitch. But see, these bitches don't understand, especially these nigga bitches. Black bitches. They don't seem to understand that that's what leadership is all about. It's making sure things are coordinated correctly, that you're on the same page. That has nothing to do with telling them what to do or you telling me what to do. It's making sure you play your part in getting shit done. All right? Now, you young men in your 20s, now that you understand what leadership is all about, are you able to lead yourself? Are you able to lead a bitch in your family? Okay? If you're not able to do that, don't get involved in a relationship with a bitch. You young motherfuckers are too quick to get into a relationship with a bitch. All right? Not knowing, you got to work on yourself. You got to work on your leadership skills. Sometimes you have to follow before you can lead. Okay? That's what Sterling Sharp said in his Hall of Fame speech. You have to learn how to follow before you learn how to lead. You have to learn how to follow before you can lead. Simple as that. So you're in your 20s, you're supposed to learn how to be, you're supposed to be following. Who you're following, I don't know. You're not following your father. You're not following your uncle, who's probably been married 20 plus years to the same woman. Right? Asking him how it works, how things are supposed to work within a marriage. I never got married because I didn't think, I didn't know if it was it was for me per se, because I like being on my balcony. I like smoking my cigars. I like drinking my Crown Royal. I like drinking my whiskey or my bourbon. I like taking trips to South Carolina once in a while just to get the fuck away from your motherfuckers. Or go down to Florida to see it. Or go down to Florida to get away from you. Or go away. Just get out of town to get away from you motherfuckers every once in a while in New York City. Leadership is actually equals coordinating, making sure shit gets done precisely. You have to coordinate every aspect of your life within that marriage. Same in the job. You have to coordinate everything, your tasks, to make sure your tasks get done and make sure everybody does their part. You have to follow before you can lead. that's where we go ahead and for the third week in a row, we're going to talk about this fool, Dr. Umar Johnson, who a lot of y'all like doing videos about this motherfucker. Right? We all know, I can tell by this motherfucker, he does not know what the fuck he's doing. He does not know how to lead because he never learned how to follow. He think getting 6 degrees and a doctorate qualifies you to lead. It qualifies you for nothing. You just know how to speak, you know how to read, and you know how to write. But that motherfucker is dumb as a box of rocks when it comes to business. When it comes to building a school. You don't need no damn building to build a school. If you haven't done it before, which obviously he hasn't, you would have did it online. You would have started off in one floor building. You gotta start somewhere. I don't see any of the niggas that he's working with behind the scenes helping him out. But he wants your money. And this is what I wanted to talk to you also about today, about grifting. About how YouTubers with their bullshit channels are asking you for money. Even though they're monetized, their videos are monetized, they're asking you for money. Some people are put out information out there, put out so much game out there, and they don't ask for much money. Such as Coach Greg Adams. Now, I don't know his financial situation, nor do I care. But he seems to be claiming that he's demonetized, and I believe it, that he's demonetized, but he's still putting out content out there for you motherfuckers out there that could be useful to you. If it's not useful to you, don't listen to it. If it is, throw him a little $5 here and there. That's what I usually do. But I don't, he's one of the few that I actually give money to that create content. Because everybody else, I say, fuck y'all. Get a job. Get a job just like everybody else. Yeah, to some doing YouTube videos may be a job to see. To some people out there, that's their livelihood. That's what they do, and they do a bang up job doing it. But to constantly come on doing a live begging for money, that kind of tells me something where you are in life. That tells me that you are a man. You're not a man that's able to go out there and make your own way in life. Now, some of y'all don't believe in God. Some of y'all don't even believe in the Creator, but you wasn't put on this to leech off of somebody else. At least not permanently. Temporarily, I'm all right with it until you get off your feet. But you have to have a plan. You're gonna have to have a plan in life. See, like this bitch that I dated back in March. That bitch did not have a cogent plan. She saw a man that was interested in her, but decided, I'm not gonna give him any pussy, but I'll take his money. I'll waste his time. Bringing nothing of value to me except I'm supposed to worship her. That's what this bitch told me, man. That I was supposed to worship her. No, I ain't worshiping no woman. Fuck wrong with you? And all you motherfuckers out there that are running around worshiping women, y'all need to get your head examined. Because these bitches ain't shit. And you're going to find out. The older you get, you're gonna learn real quick that bitches ain't shit. Even the bitch that you have in your bedroom, right, lying next to you, looking at her in your face, you're gonna realize, man, this bitch ain't shit. And I'm also talking about, let me get on the bitches. When I say these bitches ain't shit, they really ain't shit. See, especially the ones that up there talking about height. They want a man because that's taller than them. Even when the bitch is 6 feet tall, they want a tall nigga. Why? Why the fuck would you want somebody that's taller than you and you're 6 feet 1? What the fuck is wrong with you? See, I've been looking at I have Instagram, so I look at bitches all day long, but I slide into the DMs every once in a while. I don't get an answer, but I don't give a fuck. Because I ain't trying to get no pussy from these hoes, and I'm not giving them no money. I probably slide around, but guess what I slide in their DMs with? Hey, bitch. Hey, bitch. I mean, you look all right. You're about a 6 or 7. You're about a 5. You're about a 4 or 5, but you got big titties. So I just wanted to say what's up. I normally don't talk to 5s, but you have big titties, so all right. You're all right. That's probably why because you have big titties. That's probably why you're a 5. I'm just saying. Without the titties, you'd be like a 3, maybe a 2 or a 3, possible 3. I don't know. Just don't cut your titties off, all right? That's what my DMs look like to these bitches. They don't respond to me, so fuck them. Like I said, yeah, I'm all over the place on my lives because I don't have really much to say today. I'm just talking shit, as I usually do on my balcony with my cigar and my libation of the week. Man, this blackberry crown and lemonade is sure is good. You know what? I was thinking about this when I was at the Louisiana Super and about a month ago, and they were selling blackberry crown royal mixed drink $24. So I was like, all right, cool. And I had one sip, and I was like, I'm hooked, man. Let me go ahead and find a blackberry royal, which I did, and I got some Minute Maid lemonade. Mix that together, put it on the rocks. Woo-wee. It goes pretty well with cigars too, but I can't drink that shit too much because I have high blood sugar, so I want to make sure I have it once in a while and that's it, man. I don't have that shit every day. Woo. Now, I was also watching Truth After Dark with Paul and Azure, with that fine ass bitch. But I just want to, she's fine and all, but I want to chop her head off because the bitch talk too much, man. That's probably why she's 36 years old with no man. The bitch got money anyway, so fuck her. This is why, you know what? This CAO Brasilia, this is one of my favorite cigars. I'm going to buy some more and put it in my collection. I just bought the cigars over the weekend, or about a month or 2 months ago, and I've been hooked on it. And I like the taste of it. It's light. Doesn't give me a headache or nothing like that. Hand roll, which I like. It burns very well. Good smoke. Wee. So as I was saying, I was watching the show, and they had Kendra G on the show. Right? Now, let me just say this. I'm not going to talk much about the show, but I want to talk about Paul Pierce. Now, I don't really take anything that he says seriously, because a lot of these guys that come on YouTube, they seem to think they want to revert back to the 99% of men out there that don't have his money, don't have his looks, don't have his athleticism, former NBA player, Hall of Fame, has records off his ass as a scoring record, won a championship. I can never be where Paul Pierce is. I can't. I'm not in his league. But he's talking about, but I like listening to his show because it gives me another insight that, yeah, he may be in the 1%, but he's struggling too, but it's different, man. He's not a regular guy like me. No matter how much he's going to try, he's not a regular guy like myself, all right? Who have to get up every day, go to work, come home, talk to some bitches while I'm at the bar, listen to some bullshit that the bitches have display, and then go on about my business. Fuck one of them and get the fuck up and go home. We're not the same. I'm not the same as Paul Pierce. Motherfucker got money. I'm not jealous of that. I don't hate. I don't pocket watch another man's money. I don't hate. I appreciate. Learn the game, how to get there. But you want to know what he said? And I saw his interview with Shannon Sharp. And this is what every black men have to do. When you're on your job, even if you are retrieving shopping carts from Walmart, right? You're pushing away at that shop into the store. You have to be locked in on your job. You have to be locked in on your career. I don't give a fuck if you hate your job. Everybody hates their job. Everybody hates what they job, but do you like what you do for a living? I'm sure at times Paul Pierce, he hated being in the NBA. But the money is good. But he was locked in. Ever since he was in AAU, he was locked in the gym, working on his game. I don't know what y'all motherfuckers be doing for a living, but y'all not locked in. I wasn't locked in. I wasn't locked in my career. And I was wandering around like a journeyman NBA player, like a journeyman. You don't want to be a journeyman. You want to be in the 10% that is exceptional at your job. Fuck them bitches. Fuck them hoes. Fuck your family. Fuck your family members that's in your ears saying, talking shit. Stay locked in. Whatever it is that you do in your life, lock in. Stay locked in. And when you make that money, and when you procure, when you become good at your job, like I told you before, experts don't get fired. Experts in what you do, you don't get fired. Who the fuck is gonna want to fire an expert? Like I was reading a Reddit post about a bitch who got fired from their job But the bosses keep calling her because she was the only one that can figure out a glitch in that program system, in their system. So she said, all right, cool. You fired me. What do you want? I want a month's pay so I can come back and fix this shit that you want. Because you can't figure it out. None of the motherfuckers there can't figure it out. But I'm the only one, but you fired me. So they went back and forth until the motherfucker said, hey, all right, I'll give you the money. So she fixed the problem, but she created a new problem for them in the future. So, which is going to cost the company money. Now, who would be stupid enough to fire an expert? That's an example of experts do not get fired. Okay? Experts do not get fired. Experts move on to own their own shit. Become consultants. Make more money being a consultant than working for some asshole. Some of these assholes will tell you within 3 years you should be on your own. And that's what I want some of y'all black men out there to be on your own. I want you to be an expert in what you're doing. I want you to be on your own, not relying on a job. Because there is no jobs. There's plenty of work, even with AI, even in technology. But you want to move away from technology because let me tell you something. When technology fails, and it will fail, it's going to be revert back to the 19th century, where we're going to need plumbers, construction workers, carpenters, electricians, engineers, civil engineer, electrical engineer, mechanical engineer. We're going to need all of them. We're going to need doctors. We're still going to need doctors and nurses. Medical. There's going to be we're going to need mechanics. Okay? We're going to need mechanics that manufacturing cars without that computer gadgetry. Because when it fails, it's going to be a shit show when it does fail. All right? But go into technology. Go into computer technology. That's where the money is. If you're doing it for the money, God bless you, you're going to hate your job. I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to hate it. There's not a need for NBA players. That's a billionaire. Let me just say this, man. If you're thinking about going into professional sports, that's a billionaire's club, man. All right? The little people, there is no place for the little man, the little man in the billionaires club. Okay? So if you're thinking about going into the NBA, if you're a young 20-year-old still hooping and you have hoop dreams, get that shit out of your mind. Because if the big time college scouts that have a pipeline to the NBA haven't called you yet, you ain't gonna be it. If you're not at the big time, if the big time scouts are not calling you, whether you can go to NBA or if you're good enough to go overseas, you can make more money overseas than you are in the NBA. They're not calling you. Give it up. Give up on that pipe dream. Because that's what it is. They know who they want in the NBA. Trust me. They know who the people that they want in the NBA. Also in the NFL, in Major League Baseball, even in NHL. But I'm not saying give it up. I'm not saying that. You should never lose your competitive fire, but just transition your competitiveness into something more practical. Well, listen, let me see where we're at. Ollie Ellis, how are you? I'm doing very well. How are you doing? Mia Campbell, hi. Skullface, what's up? What's going on? Fan Farquhar. How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? I'm just wanted to say what's up to everybody. I'm just running my mouth, but I hope everybody's doing very well. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off and enjoy the rest of this November Saturday after. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of the day. Don't drink and drive. And if you do drink and drive, get an Uber. If you are driving and you have too much to drink, get an Uber. It's not worth it. Well, listen, let me go ahead and get the fuck out of here. This is Talking Crazy 88, and I am out of here. And black folks, let's be careful out there, all right?